everybody, and welcome to another exciting video on living on gold. Last week you saw we were working on our hammer mill. These are the hammers. We also worked on an outlet grill. This is for sizing the material that's being ground up in the hammer mill, and this allows only a small particle size to exit the mill. So we finished that. We finished putting all the hammers together. This is a really close tolerance mill, meaning the hammers run pretty close to the inside of the casing. So we have to grind enough material off of them to make sure that they aren't hitting the side. Anyway, we did that, and we made several bushings on our shop equipment. These are little steel bushings, and they hold the shaft of the hammers right in the center of the mill. So we'll put all this together, and then we'll fire it up and show you what it's like in a couple of minutes. Well, we're back. We got our hammer mill all put together, remounted on the top of our cart. At this point we have to talk a little bit about ore crushers. When your ore comes out like this, pretty big chunks. Now those don't really go into a small hammer mill, so you have to start out with some sort of a crusher. These are two crushers that we built. This is a hand-operated crusher. It's a good size hammer on the bottom of it. And this one we designed, you can see the shank here, it's designed for a low-cost jackhammer. The jackhammer, the low-cost one was maybe $130. So we ordered in extra chisel points and took one of them and welded it onto a piece of steel rod. And then we made up a mating hammer rod to bolt into this piece, so you can change this end hammer when it gets all beat up. So that one, we will not use that today. We could actually use that here. So I'll get some ear protection on, ear and eye protection always, and we'll crush up these pieces into a size that we can drop in there. By the way, this is actually copper ore. This is not gold ore. It's copper ore that we got from the copper mines in the Keweenaw. This piece, this red piece, has a lot of iron in it, so it's really tough. These pieces have a lot more copper in, green, so they're easier to crush. That red one was not going to crush easy. So a big piece crushed down to some pretty small stuff. That should go in that mill with no problem. Okay, so we used our hand crusher with the heavy iron, and crushed a few pieces of copper ore down into, like, that's about 1 inch. Some of it's smaller, 1/4 inch to 1 inch. So when you're putting this into your mill, make sure you don't lean over the top, because something might come shooting back out of there and it's going to hurt. So we'll fire this up and see how it crushes down into our sample can. Ooh, that makes a lot of dust in here. The place is full of dust. We're inside because, believe it or not, we had this huge ice storm. This really, really big ice and snowstorm stranded like hundreds of big trucks in Indiana, Illinois. Up here we got a really big dump of snow. It's cold out there, so we're doing everything inside. But I think that's the last time we're going to do stuff like this inside. It's way too much dust. But as you can see, we made a really fine powder. Dump it in there. It started with this chunky rock. And you can see that's like 100 or 200 mesh that it's ground it all down into, which is ideal for separating gold. So that's about it. This thing's working perfectly. As I said before, this is a sampling system. We designed this so you could go out, and when you discover gold in either basalt or iron oxide, you can take a sample, put it in here, process it up, see how much gold is in that sample. So that's it for this week. And remember, my name is not Jeff. I'm not even Roger from Oz. I'm Ken from Copperland. And remember one important thing. If you want to transform yourself from a 90-pound gold panning weakling into a beast of a miner, get a gold turbine. It'll transform you. Till next time, take care, and we'll get another video out for you next week. See you later.